I don't think people understand just how fascinating Mercury is. Welcome to the Space Diary. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system. Stick around to learn 10 fun facts you probably didn't know about this mysterious planet. Let's get started. Mercury is a true scorcher, holding the title for the planet closest to the Sun. We're talking surface temperatures that can reach a staggering 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. Mercury orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 36 million miles, which is roughly 40% the distance between the Earth and the Sun. This proximity means that Mercury receives significantly more solar radiation than our pale blue dot. Mercury's orbit isn't a perfect circle, it's more of an elliptical shape, which means its distance from the Sun varies throughout its year. At its closest point, Mercury gets within about 29 million miles of the Sun. Hold on tight because we're about to talk about time, or at least how time works on Mercury. Mercury zips around the Sun in a mere 88 Earth days. That's right, folks. It takes us over 4 times longer to complete a circle around the Sun than Mercury. So why is Mercury in such a rush? It all boils down to its proximity to the Sun. According to Kepler's laws of planetary motion, the closer a planet is to the Sun, the faster it has to travel to maintain its orbit. Mercury's tight orbit around the Sun forces it to maintain a blistering pace, making it the Usain Bolt of our solar system. So, the next time you think a year is flying by, just be grateful you're not living on Mercury. But that's not all. Mercury's day, the time it takes to rotate once on its axis, is actually longer than its year. Imagine celebrating New Year's before your day is even over. A single day on Mercury lasts about 59 Earth days. So, while it races around the Sun, it takes its sweet time spinning around itself. This means that if you were standing on Mercury, you'd experience extremely long days and nights with the Sun hanging in the sky for weeks at a time. And with such long days, the temperature swings are extreme, from scorching hot during the day to freezing cold at night. So, while Mercury's year may be short, its days aren't. It's a planet of extremes, racing around the Sun while taking its time to turn. Blink and you'll miss it indeed. But take a closer look, and you'll find a world that's truly out of this world. Let's talk about atmosphere, that delicate layer of gas that envelops planets and makes them, well, livable. Mercury's atmosphere is so thin that it's practically non-existent. Scientists even have a fancy name for it, an exosphere. Mercury's exosphere is so tenuous that it's constantly being stripped away by the solar wind, a stream of charged particles constantly flowing from the Sun. Its weak gravitational pull, thanks to its small size, makes it difficult for the planet to hold on to any gases that might try to stick around. So what little atmosphere Mercury does have is a constantly changing mix of particles, mostly sodium, potassium, and oxygen. We've already established that Mercury gets pretty toasty during the day, thanks to its close proximity to the Sun, but here's where things get really interesting. Mercury also experiences the most drastic temperature swings in our solar system. At night, temperatures on Mercury plummet to a frigid minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a temperature difference of over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Mercury has an incredibly slow rotation period. It takes about 59 Earth days for Mercury to rotate once on its axis. This slow rotation, combined with its thin atmosphere, means that the side of Mercury facing the Sun has plenty of time to bake under the intense solar radiation, while the side facing away from the Sun is left to shiver in the darkness. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, ice on Mercury? That sounds impossible, right? But we just talked about how hot it gets. Temperatures on Mercury can soar up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. How is that even possible? It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? Despite its reputation as the hottest planet in our solar system, Mercury harbors a secret ice. Yes, you heard that right. Ice on the closest planet to the Sun. And not just a little bit of ice, but potentially billions of tons of the stuff, hidden away in the deepest, darkest craters at its poles. These craters are like natural freezers. Unlike Earth, which has a significant tilt that gives us our seasons, Mercury spins practically upright. This unique orientation plays a crucial role. This means that the floors of some of its polar craters never receive direct sunlight, remaining perpetually shrouded in shadow. These shadowed regions are incredibly cold, even on a planet as hot as Mercury. Any water molecules that find their way into these regions, perhaps delivered by comets or meteoroids, become trapped and freeze, forming deposits of ice that can persist for billions of years. This ice is a fascinating clue to the history of our solar system and the processes that have shaped it. Exposing the heavy metal heart in Mercury. Let's talk about what's inside Mercury, because this little planet has a big secret hidden beneath its cratered surface, a heart of iron. Mercury is the densest planet in our solar system, meaning it packs a lot of mass into its relatively small size. This density is due to its large metallic core. A massive iron core makes up a whopping 85% of the planet's radius. Scientists believe that Mercury's oversized iron core formed early in its history, possibly as a result of a giant impact that stripped away much of its outer layers. This collision could have removed lighter materials, leaving behind a dense metallic core. Mercury, despite its slow rotation, also has a magnetic field, although it's much weaker than Earth's. This magnetic field is a fascinating feature for such a small planet. Scientists believe that Mercury's magnetic field is generated by the movement of its liquid iron core, which is constantly being stirred by the planet's interaction with the Sun's magnetic field. The Sun's powerful magnetic influence plays a crucial role in this process, making Mercury's magnetic field unique in our solar system. So, next time you think of Mercury, remember that beneath its rocky exterior lies a dynamic and heavy metal heart, constantly interacting with the Sun. If you were to take a trip to Mercury, the first thing you'd notice is its heavily cratered surface. Mercury's surface is pockmarked with craters of all shapes and sizes, from small, bowl-shaped depressions to vast impact basins hundreds of miles across. These craters are the result of collisions with asteroids, comets, and other space debris that have been hurtling through our solar system since its formation. Earth has an atmosphere that helps to burn up smaller asteroids before they can reach the surface. Mercury, on the other hand, with its practically non-existent atmosphere, has no such protection. Mercury is geologically dead. Its surface is ancient and unchanging, preserving the scars of its violent past for all to see. As if craters weren't enough, Mercury also boasts another unique geological feature: scarps. Scarps are essentially giant cliffs, some of which stretch for hundreds of miles across the planet's surface. Mercury's scarps are thought to have formed early in the planet's history, when its molten core began to cool and contract. This contraction caused the planet's surface to wrinkle and buckle, like the skin of a drying apple, creating these massive cliff-like structures. The scarps are a testament to the incredible forces that shaped Mercury billions of years ago. Throughout history, humans have looked up at the night sky and seen stories written in the stars. Mercury, with its swift journey across the sky, is no exception. The Babylonians associated Mercury with their god of writing and wisdom, Nabu. The Greeks, however, gave Mercury its enduring name, associating it with Hermes, their fleet-footed messenger god. Just as Hermes was known for his speed and agility, Mercury too seemed to race across the heavens, moving more quickly than any other planet in the sky. The Romans, who adopted much of Greek mythology as their own, continued this association, giving us the name we still use today, Mercury. Despite its proximity to Earth, Mercury has proven to be a challenging target for exploration. The intense heat, solar radiation, and gravitational pull of the Sun make it difficult to send spacecraft to this tiny world. Nevertheless, our thirst for knowledge has driven us to overcome these challenges, sending two intrepid explorers to unravel Mercury's secrets, Mariner 10 and Messenger. Mariner 10, launched by NASA in 1973, was the first spacecraft to visit Mercury. Messenger, launched in 2004, took our understanding of Mercury to a whole new level, mapping its surface in unprecedented detail, studying its composition, and even confirming the presence of water ice in its polar craters. These missions, along with ongoing observations from Earth-based telescopes, have painted a much more detailed picture of Mercury. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Mercury, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating space facts. From its scorching temperatures to its icy surprises, its lightning-fast orbit, and its massive iron core, Mercury is a planet of extremes full of wonder and mystery. See you next time.